Hello everyone, welcome back to Andrina's Creations. Today I'll be showing you how to assemble my newest template that I put on my website not so long ago. This template is available for your cutting machine, Silhouette, and Cricut. I already made a tutorial before this one on how to use it on Microsoft Word, but I had concerns on how would you cut it and how would you assemble it with your cutting machine. So this is how it will look once you assemble it. So this is version 2. And then this will be version 1 with the flap. So you get 2 versions on your template. And these will fit your Dollar Tree bath bombs. They come 3 in a pack. I think these are great for any party favor, especially for your spa themed parties. Or if you were doing some gift bags for your friend. Or you want to give some out for your co-workers and stuff like that. So I am going to show you how you will cut out your template, etc., and design it, and then I will show you how to assemble it. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is open up your template using Silhouette Studio or Cricut. Today I'll be using Silhouette Studio because I do not own a Cricut, so I'm not sure how you would do the designing on Silhouette. And so this is how your template is gonna come in. If you are using Cricut, it does state here, I put it on the template, that you need to, before you ungroup your template, you need to measure your height to 13 inches. So for Silhouette, you don't need to do anything at all. For Silhouette, your template's going to come already sized how exactly you need it. You're going to have version 1 and you are going to have version 2. There's 2 different templates. One is going to have the back flap and the other one's going to be just plain that you can stack them up together. So once you open your template, I'm going to move it here to the side and you are going to right click and you are going to ungroup. Once you ungroup, you can remove the part where it says version 1, move it to the top or wherever you want. Now these templates fit 2 in a page. 2 templates will fit in the 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. Before I start, I also want to tell you guys, because I know a lot of people get confused sometimes with Silhouette Studio. So this is how my page is going to look. I don't have my registration marks on or nothing because I am not going to do a print and cut. So I'm going to go to my page settings on my right. The first thing, it says your page setup. So mine's right now is on paper settings with 8.5 and my height is on 11 inches. That is a standard size cardstock. That's where I have it. It's going to look like this. So I am going to grab a version 1 template and make sure, see how I moved it? My score marks are not going to move together. So make sure you grab your first template and make sure you group it together with your score marks. Right click and you are going to group it together. And then I am going to move it here to my page. And then I could put one on top and I could put another one on the bottom. So I'm going to right click. I am going to duplicate it. I'm going to bring it down, but because it's not going to fit because of the flap, you're going to, again, right click your second one, right click and flip horizontally. And then see, you will have 2 that will fit perfectly in an 8 by 11 sheet of cardstock. And then you will cut this out. You will do the same thing if you want to do version 2. You would make sure that you select your template with your score marks. You're going to right click and you are going to group it together. And I didn't grab my first score mark from the top, so I'm going to undo. The little arrow on the top is the undo button. Let me make sure I grab that. Once it's grouped, you can do the same thing and you could bring this to your paper and cut it out. And again, right click, duplicate it, and flip horizontal for the second one so 2 could fit in a piece of paper. Once you are ready to cut this out, you're just going to go to your send panel all the way on the top right corner. You're going to go to your send panel. This is how exactly it's going to cut out. If you see the red lines and the dotted marks, this is how your template, that's where your machine is going to cut basically. So right here on the send panel, my computer keeps freezing. Come on. So right here, my material, I have it on cardstock textured, and I'm only gonna cut it once, depending on the material that you are using. If you're using heavier cardstock, you could cut it 2 times, for it to cut, so it could cut, so the machine could cut really good through your cardstock. I'm just gonna cut this out of 60-pound cardstock, so that will be all. That's all you do. You will load your cardstock to your mat and load it to your machine, and then press send down here in the bottom, and your template will get cut. Now, before I cut it, I'm going to show you really quick how you would design your panels. Let me zoom out. Let me move this to the side. So I already have them colored for you. So basically the green panels are for your green template and your pink panels are for your pink template. So there is different ways you can design in Silhouette Studio. If y'all would like for me to do more tutorials on Silhouette Studio, I for sure will when I have the time. I'm more than welcome to do tutorial for you guys, but I have a Silhouette Studio Business Edition. I never had Basic Edition or I never had Designer Edition. So the way I might do stuff on my software might be different for you guys. But the way I would do it pretty simple is I will go to Google, I will look for an image that I want, and if I like this, I will right click, copy, and then I will come to Silhouette, right click, and paste. That's what I would do. So I have all these little images here pasted already in my computer. So I'm going to do the panels for the blue template for now. So the one that says the flat panel, I am going to click on the one that says flat panel. If I want to add the entire background, the picture that I just grabbed from Google, you can literally size your image right here to the size that I already have my flat panel, or you can just click on the square that I have in the template already for you. There is a property dropper all the way on your left side, the bottom of your left side, there is property dropper. So you can click on your property dropper. You're going to click on the background that you pick from Google. And then let me zoom in so you can see. And they're my panels, and those are the images that I got from Google. So let's say I want my flat panel to have this image right here. So I'm going to click on the square that says flat panel. I am going to click on the property dropper that it's on my left corner. It's like a medicine dropper. I'm going to click on that dropper. I'm going to click on the background that I want. So then you're going to see that my flat panel, it looks kind of distorted, but all you have to go is on your right to the paint panel. It says open the fill panel. Then you are going to click on square number 3, that is the patterns. Then after you're there, you're going to go to advanced options, right here at the patterns. It's going to say advanced options. And then on where it says aspect ratio, you're going to click on the first F. And now you see the flat panel. It changed, how your background is, but it still kind of looks weird. So right here, you have the scale to scale it up, or you can scale it down. Or I have an option that says pan pattern. I'm going to click on that, and you're going to get a little circle in your square. So you can actually move your background around when you click on the pan pattern and put it exactly how you want it to look. And then you are ready to go. This is just to fill in a shape with a background. Those are the steps to do that. If you just want to fill in your panels with a solid color, all you will have to do is click on a panel. Right now I'm clicking on the one that says back panel. You will go again to the fill panel. It's all the way on your right. It looks like a paint. I don't know how you call it, but it looks like a paint dish or something like that. You're going to click on the first one that says fill color, and you could pick any of these colors that you want your square to be or rectangle to be. If you don't like these colors, you can go to advanced options and you can actually make any color of your choice right here. You know, play with these colors and stuff like that. So that's how you will fill in your panels. But like I said, I'm filling mine up with the Google images I got. If, like I said, if you find a background that doesn't have no font whatsoever and you want to add a font, I know a lot of people also get confused on how you add fonts on a Silhouette. So basically, the first thing you have to do is click on the A that it's on your right. You're gonna, sorry, on your left. There's an A on your left icons. Click on that A. Then you are going to click on the color or whatever color. I'm just going to click on black. Then there is another A on your left. You're going to click on that A. You are going to choose the fonts that you want. And I do have a video on how to download free fonts from thefont.com. But please make sure when you download a font that your Silhouette Studio software is completely closed. And then you download fonts. And then when you reopen your Silhouette Studio, your fonts should be there. I'm just going to pick a random font from here. And then I'm going to click anywhere on the screen. And then your cursor, your little line should start flashing and you're ready to type. So I'm just gonna click happy birthday, I guess. And then I am going to unselect this so it won't be no longer on edit mode. And then I could literally drag my font and then add it to wherever you want to add it. So that is how you add fonts. That is how you add your backgrounds. But if you have individual images that you also would like to add, and if they are PNG images, if you go on Google and look up PNG images, please make sure you have to save those to your computer. Once you save that to your computer, now you will go to File, you will go to Merge, and then from here you will look for the image that you saved. So you click on the pictures and then pictures, and then you will go to wherever you have your image and click OK, and then your image should come into Silhouette Studio, which is right here. And then you add it to wherever you would like to add your image, and that's all. So those are simple steps. Like I said, I will go more into depth if you want me to go more into depth of designing, but it's pretty easy. Your panels are already sized for you. You don't need to do nothing else. Once you finish designing your panels how you want them to look, you can do a print and cut for your panels, or you can cut by hand. I recommend for you to do a print and cut. So like I said, I already filled this one, so I will put this one on my paper, and then you will they're not designed right now, but once they are designed, you do the print and cut. You put them all on your paper like that. Once you have them on your paper, you have to put on your registration marks. Your registration marks is how your machine is going to know where to cut. To put on your registration marks, you have to go again to your page setup. That is the paper icon on your right, the first icon. You are going to go to the third little paper. So once you open page setup, it's going to have three icons. You're going to go to the one that says registration marks. You're going to click on that little paper. It's going to say style. The style right now is off. So turn on where it says type 1 cameo. You're going to turn it on. Once you turn it on, you will see that your registration marks are on your paper, and make sure you move your design away from your registration marks. And you have to make sure everything's inside this red square. Once everything's on there, you're going to go to the send panel. You're going to click on what option you are cutting, like cardstock, etc., etc. So you see right here that I did leave the word flat panel. I don't want Silhouette to actually cut that. So I am going to click where it says flat panel, and I am going to go right here where it says no cut. I don't want Silhouette to cut that. I just left the flat panel there, so I will know specifically that panel says flat panel. But you need to print this first before you cut it with your machine. So there is a printer icon right here on the top. You will click on your printer and you will select the printer that you have. Now, me personally, I love to print on premium presentation paper matte. So, excuse me, I will click on oh Lord, I'm saying that wrong. Preferences. I'm going to click on preferences. I am going to click on the size paper that I'm using. So I will using 8.5 by 11. And I am paper type premium presentation paper matte. I will click OK and then I will print. And that is all, guys. I hope that helped. I will come back to show you how I assemble them. Okay, so I went ahead and cut version 1 and 2. I cut them both out so I can assemble them both for you guys. And then I also did a print and cut for the images. I left them on the mat so I could know what goes where. So I have them labeled. Like I said, I did a little small clip there that I didn't let my Silhouette cut out the word flat panel. So all I will have to do is I will take out this and I will glue. Okay. And I am going to use Art Glitter Glue. And you can find this at my Amazon store down in the description bar. So let's get started on assembling this. All you have to do is you will fold on your score marks. So fold. Once you fold, this is the tab that you need to glue on this square. So you can fold 2 over, fold this down, put some glue there again. Fold those 2 squares over and glue this tab in the inside with some glue. Make sure it aligns correctly, and once you glue the tab, you are ready to glue the bottom. So all you will do is fold those 2 tabs in. You will fold that down and then you will close it up like this. So I will put some glue on my tabs. Same thing for the next one. You will put some glue here and then you will fold over and then glue. Okay, so we have assembled version 1 and 2, and now you just have to glue your pieces exactly where they go. I'm going to speed this process up a little bit and then you'll see how they turn out at the end. we are almost done. I am gluing the last part in the back, and I am using purple bath bombs. This is all I had in hand. This is what I bought for tutorial purposes, but again, I know Dollar Tree does have pink ones. If you are trying to do the breast cancer awareness theme, use pink ones. And they have, I think, blue, purple, pink, and I have used the white and gold ones as well. So again, I really appreciate all you guys' support, all your comments, all your likes. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload my next video. And if you have any comments for me, please comment down below anything else you would like to see from me. I do have a list of tutorials I am bringing to you guys soon. Like, I do write down every time y'all make a comment and say, Andrina, can you please do this or do that? So like I said, I do write it down. I try to get to them as much as I can, as fast as I can, I mean. But like I said, I do be working on orders as well. So this is version 1 with the flap, and this is version 2 without the flap. And again, the template for these are down in the description bar. And this template, you can use it for Silhouette and Cricut. I know that. So, all right, guys. See you on my next video. Bye-bye.